do? Boom. What's up? We are now live. We are connected here on Facebook. We're connected this afternoon on Instagram. And as always, we got YouTube also. We're bringing YouTube family in too. They felt they were a little neglected. So now we got them in also in the ball game. Always how we start off every Doers Love Monday. Shout out where you calling in from, where you chiming in from, what city, what state. Give me a what's up. Let me know who's out there. Boy, we got the crowds building up on all platforms tonight. I'm so looking forward to it. Go ahead and invite friends. Share on your, the watch parties. Tag a friend. Go ahead and get some people on who need to hear a little message this evening for the next maybe 10, 15 minutes. Again, you out there. Who's out there tonight? Give me a what's up. Who's out there? Let me see you so I can give you a shout. I know we got South Carolina in the building. Yeah, we do. We got brother Kippie Brown. We got more parts of South Carolina. We got Florence in the house. We got Greenville, South Carolina in the house. There we go. Who else is out there? Just go ahead and give me a shout. Let me know that you're tuning in, because what I want to give you tonight, I'm telling you, I say it every week, but this week I'm telling you, we got North Carolina. North Carolina, what's up? I'm telling you tonight, I hope you got your pens and pads ready. There's a couple things you're going to take away for yourself. There's some things you're going to take away. We got Chapel Hill in the building. Mr. Farrar, how you doing? A couple things you're going to take away for yourself tonight, but you're also going to take away some things for your children. So have those pen and pads ready. And I guarantee you're going to take home some stuff tonight. Listen, we almost in the fourth quarter. It's almost Q4 of this crazy year, this unprecedented year, uncharted waters, right? That's where we are in 2020, but we're still here in the fourth quarter. Goals are still in high demand. People still got things they're trying to accomplish in their life, their dreams, their goals, their aspirations. And I'm here to tell you, listen, the coaching doesn't stop. Many of you have signed up. Many of you are online tonight. You are new clients, and I hope things are going great for you. I know, hey, I feel like they're going great for you. So for those who are sitting on the edge, like, man, should I get some coaching? LeVar, I need a little boost in my fourth quarter. I'm telling you, there's a fourth quarter strategy that I have for you. You don't want 2021 to start off like every other year for the past 5 years. You want to go into 2021 with some real momentum. You need to go ahead, go to my DM during this live video tonight, this live message tonight. Go to my DM and just say, I'm ready. You listen, you go tonight, I'm going to take some money off. Real talk. You go during this. I'm saying it right now. You heard me. Yeah, my crew say, you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and do it. You go in the DM tonight and just say, I'm ready. I'm ready for the fourth quarter, LeVar. When I get done with live tonight, I'm going to send you a message back and we're going to get started. We're getting started this week. All right, so let's go back. This is part two. We're going into part two of Has Your Mindset Changed? Has your mindset shifted? We talked a little bit about that last week, and I want to just touch on a few points because, listen, I'm telling you, some of the feedback that I got during the week, I know you guys picked up some of this stuff and you implemented it in your own dreams and goals. I know some of you talked to some of your coworkers about it, some of your people in the household with you about it. So here we go. Last week we talked about, I said change is such a crucial yet simple word, right? Change. It's such a crucial yet simple word. But in order for change to occur, a change in action must take place. Man, ain't no changes just talking about it, baby. And changes and actions have to first take place in order for change to occur. But true change isn't measured by outside circumstances. True change is the escalation of one's mindset. This little space between these two ears, if that doesn't increase, if that doesn't escalate, true change is not going to happen. You can't move the furniture around in your current home and then invite everyone over for a housewarming and say you got a new house. That ain't how that works. You just can't rearrange the furniture and say, y'all come see my new crib. Y'all go to my housewarming. You can't rearrange the mess, as someone said last week. True change starts with the escalation of one's mindset. Remember, there are 3 ways to clearly identify the mindset: your own mindset and for others. How you prepare, how you approach, and how you respond. How you prepare will share so much about your mindset. How you approach situations clearly defines your mindset. And then how you respond is another way of how you can identify not only your own, but someone else's mindset. Let me get a quick check-in. Who's out there? Give me what city you're from, where you're chiming in from, who's out there. Man, listen, all the Instagram names and the Facebook, you're not going by your real name. Listen, all I know, we got a young buck out there. Young buck, what's up, baby? You know, I don't know everybody's name. We got our taglines and all, but just give me a shout where you're from, where you're chiming in from. Okay, so I told you that this series is going to be 3 parts, right? So we're on number 2 tonight. 3-part series of has your mindset moved? And there's 3 ways of measuring that. What's up, Mr. Bunia Parker, Duke alum out of Detroit in the building. Yes, sir. So is that our first time in Detroit? No, we've been in Detroit. We've had plenty from Detroit. Thanks for chiming in, Mr. Bunia. So 3 ways of measuring if your mindset has moved. Any growth on your mindset. So the first thing we talked about last week was, how do you respond to unexpected events? The first way you can measure if your mindset is truly shifted is looking at how you respond to unexpected events. Let me go through that one more time. So what is your reaction when things do not go your way? 5 years ago, 3 years ago, last year to now, it should all be different. There should all be growth. You should be able to share with yourself and those close to you how you don't respond the same way you used to. If you're still retaliating with temper and anger and emotion the same as you did in years past, the mindset hasn't moved in that department. Now, LeVar, how does the way that I respond, have anything? How does that correlate to my mindset? Because mindset evolves from mind control. It's just that simple. If the way you respond to when things don't go according to your plan hasn't changed over a year's time, your mindset hasn't shifted. I'm not making this up. I'm telling you the absolute truth. You know people like this. You knew how they were 10, 15 years ago. And guess what? The way they respond now, it's the same way. And why that needs to shift, it demonstrates mind control, controlling your temper, controlling your energy, taking a pause, evaluating the whole situation, seeing things from different perspectives. That's all a part of thinking through how to have ownership over your energy and your actions. That is a complete control of your mindset. Man, I'm telling you, man. Oh, we got somebody chiming in from my hometown. Yes, ma'am. It's pretty. There it is. We from Augusta to China. We international, baby. Thanks for chiming in, Prity. So when you think about it, gang, are you responding the same way to things when they don't go your way now that you did 5, 7 years ago? That should change. Your growth approach, your mentality around that should change because it shows control of your emotion. How you doing? We got Indiana in the building up there, Miss Time. How you doing? So tonight on part 2 of how you can measure if your mindset has changed, I have to take us all on a little trip first. So before I get into part 2 of really evaluating if your mindset has grown, I have to take us on a little trip down memory lane to our childhood. Raise your hand and just say, I like my childhood. I want to talk about it. If you want to talk about your childhood, then just say, like, let's go there. Let's go there. We're going to talk about your childhood. And if you're a parent, like I said, starting tonight's program, if you're a parent, I need you to listen closely because what I'm about to tell you will develop this department of your child's mindset. And I want you to clearly understand that what I'm about to go over, your mindset was developed in this way too as a child, and you did not know it. You did not know it. So here we go. As a child, as a little boy and a little girl, some of us weren't privileged to do things when we felt like doing them. Some of us, we couldn't just do stuff when we wanted to do it. Like I couldn't just go outside and play when I wanted to. I couldn't clean my room when I just wanted to, right? I mean, literally, sometimes I felt like I couldn't use the bathroom when I wanted to. Like there was no just do whatever I want to when I want to. Like that wasn't happening in the Johnson household for my brother and I. So in my household, the process was you cut grass on Saturday mornings. It doesn't matter what you did Friday night. I recall a story. I had a big game, a big football game on Friday night. And I was feeling myself. I was reading the papers that next morning. I probably had my legs crossed. I remember Mama had some pancakes. I had a real good, real great game, and friends were calling on the news and all the highlights and everything. And I'll never forget, my father came around there and he looked at his watch and he said, "It's time to cut my grass." Daddy, but it's Friday night. You saw it, man. Let me enjoy this Saturday morning, Dad. No, you can enjoy it. But there's things that have to get done in this order at this time on Saturday mornings. So you came by my house. Shout out to Sedgefield in Augusta, Georgia, Columbia County, off Columbia Road. Y'all know where we at. If you came to my house on Saturday morning, you knew what LeVar was doing, cutting that grass on Saturday mornings. And in addition to cleaning the house was clean on Saturday morning. The grass was cut on Saturday morning. Wednesday was also a cleanup day. And you ate dinner at a certain time. Hungry or not, Mama had supper ready, and that's what time you ate it. So I don't know if maybe you were one of those children that could do what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it. But in my household, you had times, you had a method, you had a process of when things were expected to be done. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how's this going to align to part 2, to understanding if your mindset has grown? Stay with me. So again, go back to our childhood. I was always shocked when I would have friends who would tell their parents, "Nah, I ain't hungry right now." Or, "Mama and Daddy, can I clean my room after I get done playing?" See, and that's the segue to part 2 for tonight of how do you know if your mindset moved? Your current actions to succeed aren't driven by emotion, but rather by process and method while being goal-oriented. Let me back up. Those simple skills you got as a child around something needs to be done at a certain time. I don't care how you feel, but that's what time it needs to be done. Those same skills that were put into you as a child are now showing up as an adult. And if you are a parent and you're not displaying that type of order, process, and method into your child, how do you expect them to get older and be a process-driven person and one who has a clear definition and understanding of their success? I'm going to let that sit right there. There's a time and a place to get it done. No matter what the feelings are, you have to get it done. So this is the segue, right? This is the segue. So you have to think, has my mindset shifted? Well, if you're not as emotionally driven to achieve your goals, that is a way that your mindset has shifted. Being goal-oriented. People who are growing mentally are going places. They're going somewhere. When you grow mentally, things are changing internally, which in turn makes things outside and tangibly grow. They're not talking about, they're talking about what's next. They're talking about what's going on, the next opportunity, the next upcoming success that's coming their way. They're speaking their success into existence. They're not talking about what they did 5, 6, 7 years ago. Nobody's dwelling on the past, man, but rather the future opportunities that they have. Be mindful of how much time you spend with folks who are constantly talking about yesteryear. Man, I want to be with people going 95 north. I don't want to be with folks going all the way down to 95 south all the time. It's hot in Miami. Anyway, but you want to be going forward. You want to be going north. You want to be going progressively and growing. Their actions are always ahead of their tongue. Write that down. If you're in the right room, you're talking to people whose actions are always ahead of their tongue. I've been in a room full of talkers. Does anybody know any talkers out there? If you know some talkers, just be like, yes, I know LeVar. I've been guilty. I have spent some time with some talkers in my life, and they will drain all the energy out of you. If you know some talkers, just say, yes, LeVar, I know some talkers. So you have to be mindful of how much time you're spending with people who are putting their tongue in front of their actions. That's what we talk about being a doer. I want people who have proof of their goals, proof of their dreams, proof of their success. Show me. What have you done More importantly, what are you doing? Like, those are the people that you want to spend the time with. That's the person you want to be. If you find yourself stuck in a rut, that you're constantly talking about past dreams, past successes, past goals, and you're not talking about the future of your life, the future goals, the future aspirations, the big thinker, you haven't shifted your mindset. Has your mindset shifted? Has your mindset changed? Listen, a positive process produces performance. A positive process produces performance. It's not about a perfect process. It's about having a process that's growing. So you can be a hamster and go on the hamster wheel, and that's not a growing process. You're just being active, but you're not being productive. So a positive process, a process that's growing, will produce the performance. Success doesn't really care how you feel, gang. Success doesn't get all up in the emotions. Success doesn't care how you feel. It sure doesn't give out participation trophies. And getting caught up in your feelings, I'm telling you, is the number one deterrent to growth and the undercurrent to failure. Getting caught up in your feelings is the number one deterrent to growth and the undercurrent to failure. When your mindset is shifted, you no longer have to be in the zone. I gotta be in the mood. I gotta feel good to put in work. You know, LeVar's a good day. Today's a good day, so I'll probably write some towards my book. Today's a good day. You know, I feel good. I'll go to the gym today. The kids weren't too rowdy today. Homeschool wasn't so bad. I'll stay up a little longer and put a little work in, for my dream and my goal today, because you're caught up in the emotions and the feelings of all of it. Success doesn't care about that. Success is a result of your process, the activity in the process. Success doesn't give out participation trophies. They don't sit there and say, well, your life's kind of hard, so we're going to take it a little easier on you. That's not how it works. Success usually actually tests you harder. It makes it tougher to honestly just for you to answer one question: how bad do you really want it? When you evolve, when your mindset is shifted, your actions are no longer by choice, but by priority. I'm no longer making decisions on whether or not I want to or I don't want to. No, I'm making decisions on because that's a part of the process. On Tuesday, I do this. On Wednesday at 3:00, I do that. Like, that's what I do. I am process driven. I am method driven. And I'm telling you, there is no straight line to success, but there sure can be a formula. And having a positive process is probably the simplest formula I know to help you grow from A to B all the way to Z. See, that level of discipline, gang, and accountability, that level of discipline and accountability, I promise you, you got a new outcome on the horizon if you can stay there. If you can focus in on having the correct process, a positive process, if you can focus on not getting caught up in any emotional attachment to your success whatsoever by your actions, don't let your actions be driven by the emotion, but rather by the process. I promise you, where you are now, 2021 will be different. And that brings it back to what I said in the beginning. It's Q4. Q4 is around the corner. October will start the last quarter of 2020. You do not want to walk through the fourth quarter and think you're going to take off in 2021. How many of you are still talking about a goal that you set, I don't know, 3 years ago, and you're saying next year is going to be the start date for you to get going on that goal you set 3 years ago? Come on now. If you look at 2020 and you see what you've accomplished, if you look at 2019 and see what you've accomplished, and things haven't changed, there's not a lot of difference between 19 and 20. I got news for you. The mindset maybe hasn't shifted because, like I said last week, success and mindset go hand in hand. They cross the finish line at the same time. There's no getting to a level of success without the mindset being right there with it. And there's no reaching a level of mindset where the success doesn't follow. They go hand in hand. Man, I'm telling you, gang, hope you took away some good tips tonight, some good pearls. I appreciate everybody for joining in for another edition of Doers Love Monday. Again, we got another part to this one. Has your mindset shifted? Yes, sir. We out here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Next week, please invite a friend. Man, don't come alone. Don't eat all this good food by yourself. Come on now. And don't be stingy like that. And like I said, you need to go in the DM and say, I'm ready. Coaching classes live and are on, and they are booming. They are banging. Just reach out to me. Say, LeVar, I'm ready. I'm going to connect with you tonight, and we'll be ready to go. All right. Have a great week. Doers Love Monday. Y'all be good out there now.